Yo, how we doing, man? What is up? What is up? What is up? How are we doing? Not too sure. I'm actually just after getting to the charts, but for some reason my mouse, whenever I turn on my OBS, my mouse goes as laggy as like, it's just crazy. So like it's really annoying me now when I try and do something. It's really pissing me off. Whenever I try and drag it, it's like very, very jumpy. I'll have a look here now in a sec. What about those gold longs on Tuesday night that we closed and ran for like 20 hour? I think it was 24 hour is what they ran for. Man, I woke up the next morning and I was like, what? Like, what? I was hoping some of you guys like held a little bit. All right, let's start going through it. Oh man, I was tempted to actually go to bed and just leave it run, like not take a TB and just see where it was in the morning, because we were break even, or just after I ended the stream, you could move it to a protected low that was just below 2 hour, and I was like, I wonder if I just leave this and see if it would run. But then I was like, nah, don't be stupid, like just take the profit or whatever. Oh my god, man. Alright, I need to sort out this mouse because it's really fucking pissed me off. Also, is my camera just frozen? It is, right? I'm just like frozen in place. My hand is just stuck like that. That's not how I'm sitting. That's actually fine. I'm just gonna get another mouse because this one has pissed me off, and then I'm gonna just plug out that my camera. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I just need to turn up this mouse speed. I have like a USB mouse that I am now using, but I need to plug out my camera because I don't have enough USB ports left. Okay, that's better. That is better. I'm just gonna put a Okay, apologies. We should be all set now. What up, Fawad? Is that how you say it? Fawad Hussein? I hope I'm not disappointing you, but I am not Nick. My name is David. I'm one of Nick's like students, or I never know what to say here. Former student, I guess, or student. I'm just trading on Nick's channel. Nick has a 101 mentorship that he has launched, and I'm just helping him with that. And he asked me if I wanted to do some live streaming on YouTube, so I said sure. So if you came to see Nick, apologies, but I promise I'm not that bad. Not that bad, not that bad, not that bad. And yeah, I have no idea why my camera is frozen. No idea. Okay, indices. I mean, I guess I still want this high. We had this C2, this C3 closure, but we got a nice bit of a bullish reaction. These ones actually look much more bullish, or much more bearish, especially YM. Good, man. Good. Welcome, and thank you for joining. So I guess what I would like to see is if we could sweep previous daily low on YM, preferably because it's the closest. Create some sort of SMT to go higher in this gap. I think would be ideal. Is kind of what I'm seeing. If we had taken, like if NQ had taken these highs, I could see like more downside, but from here I just no, it could also be not great session again because we have CPI tomorrow, right? So we'll see. Let's go look at our beloved gold. Yeah, I like this. This is good. This is good. I think this is good for higher too. Break out of this range. I'd like to pull back into this daily gap and go higher as well. That would be absolutely ideal. Or NFP. What did I say? Did I say CPI or did I say NFP? Yeah, it's all the same shit anyway. We have high impact red folder anyway. Tomorrow. But maybe I said CPI, did I? I think I did. Okay, let me actually mark out silver. I'm actually just going to put alert here. Oh, no, that's not what I want to do. It sure is. It sure is. I'm excited now for the rest of the month. Hopefully, we can start clearing some of these highs. Would be ideal. Ideal. We deserve it after waiting through all this shit down here. Okay, so we'll see. We'll wait and see. I'll wait and see if YM takes this previous daily low, and we'll see what kind of reaction we get. I kind of need the same on gold here, to be honest. I can't really do much here. I need gold or silver to take this low. Ideally. You could maybe look for a short down to that gap if you wanted to. You'd have to wait for this 8 o'clock candle to close though. Well, I would. I would. We have some SMT here. Yeah, some SMT here. This would be a very early pre-fire if you really wanted to catch it down there. This would probably wouldn't be a bad shout, but you're pretty much banking on this being a C2 closure that we're not going to trade back up here. So I think I'd rather wait for the hourly to close. And you guys are sick of hearing me say 9 o'clock is a fairly volatile open for 9 p.m. is a fairly volatile open for gold. So I'd rather just wait and see. But I could see it go from here. Definitely. Yeah. Could be a sweep. Could be previous daily high sweep and then Q and down. Where's previous daily high? Oh, it could be that too, actually, yeah. I just don't know how I feel about shorting in this gap. I'd have to see though. I would have to see. I'll see what the reaction is when YM takes us low. We'll see. Yo, what up, Dirt? How we doing, man? I was just talking to M there about our gold generational long that we fumbled on Tuesday night. I think when I woke up on Wednesday morning and I saw it, I was like, what? I was like, what? I thought I was on like replay mode or something on my phone. I was like, what the fuck's going on here? I think it was like 19.6 hour when I woke up. It had a bit of a pullback, and then during the day it went up again, and I think it went to like 22 or 24 hour or something like that. Absolutely sick. I closed for, I think it was a 2.7 or something like that, or 2.8 we got. You trade, I trade it like 3 nights a week. Forward. I'm actually just going to call you Hussein because it's easier for me to say that than forward. I do that 3 nights a week on this channel, but my main one is my main session is New York. I trade New York mainly, but I come here and hang out with you fine folks on 3 nights a week. We need another one. Just, oh yeah, I imagine. I'll tell you what, if I take a trade tonight and I can get it to break even or better before I go to bed, I'll be letting that shit ride. That's for sure. That is for sure. Sorry guys, let me check one thing here. Sorry guys, give me 1 second here. Just gotta set an alert on this here. 1 second. Sorry, let me catch up here. Great. Looking forward to that. Yeah, that's it, Dort. So I want to Em was asking me what I'm looking for. I think, or looks like we're going to hit previous daily low here. I think the ideal case would be, like, I'm finding it hard to long away from this high, right? If we'd taken this high, I could definitely look for shorts. We trade into this daily gap. This looks much more bullish, obviously, than these two, but you would kind of expect that because this hasn't hit the high yet. So that's kind of exactly what you would want to see. There's previous daily low on YM. Now what I want to see is some sort of SMT put in here to trade it higher. Is kind of the ideal case scenario. YM has no like upper wick either or anything, so like I think this is going to be an open low, high close. So that's kind of what I'm anticipating here, but we'll see. What about you, Dort? What are you thinking? That's what you're hoping for too, yeah. That's kind of that's the framework I want here, so we'll see. I find it hard to short away from those highs. I don't, Fawad, I don't. Oh, I went back to call you Fawad. I don't know. You're just either Fawad or Hussein, whichever comes out first. I actually don't. I've been thinking about starting one though. So maybe in the future. I was just going to start one and do like trade breakdowns, like any trades I take for a week, or some educational stuff, and then maybe just some more streaming, maybe like during New York AM or something like that. So I've been thinking about it. What time frame do you use? It depends, Subat. It really depends. Mainly the 3 minute and 5 minute. Sometimes if I'm like taking a position entry or a higher, like a swing or something that I want to hold for longer, like a 15 minute, but the 3 and the 5. That's it. Never on the 1. I won't say never. I would say if I took 5 trades out of every 100 on the 1 minute, would probably be the most. Maybe we'll move higher during overnight and then if he sends. Yeah, I don't know if I want. Yeah, I don't know what I want because I don't want NFP just to rocket through this and then like we don't get an entry tomorrow. Like that would suck. That's kind of the last thing I want. No problem. Still pronounced like a native. Where are you from, or what would be native? Where are you from? Yeah, look, we're in that move here. Frick, maybe I should have fucking shorted that 50-minute CSD. Meh. I just don't like being in before. Nine, but this looks kind of good. Still looks kind of good if it doesn't absolutely melt in the next like 34 minutes. Take like if it closes below here, it would be ideal. Like below this candle, and then next candle we'll just get like do our usual. I'm sure all you guys know exactly what I look for now. Open, high, into some sort of gap, low close, be like ideal. Pakistan, okay, very good. What time is it in Pakistan now? Must be, is it like, it's early morning, is it? Early morning. Also, I never did a sound check. Can you guys, is my voice good? And can you guys hear the music? And if you can hear the music, is it high or low, or like what do I need to turn it up, turn it down? Yes. Yes, it's early morning. Thought that. 5:30. Jeez, you're up early, man. You are up early. So do you trade Asia mostly? You hear me fine? Okay, cool. Cool. Thank you. Check oil. I was actually looking for long on oil today, but I was only going to take it to previous daily high, but it's looking kind of, I guess obviously with the drop in indices, this is just trading like completely inversed. Only London or mostly New York. Okay, very good. Yeah, so if you're up 5:30 now, you pretty much get to see all the sessions. So if you're up at that early, which is kind of nice. Mark the previous daily low. Okay. Okie dokie. I'll be very surprised if we just straight up like melt from here with no like upper wick or anything. But we'll see. What kind of 30-minute close do we get here? Okay, boys, similar to the other night. This is kind of similar to the other night. 90-minute SMT. No, it's not in a 90-minute gap, but 90-minute SMT. If we can get a 30-minute CSD with this 30-minute gap here, and similar to the other night, if we get some sort of SMT fill there, could be pretty nice. So I'd like to see this gap open, at least on one of these. Same here. So we should keep an eye. Okay, we can't create a gap in that. And we... Tiny gap here. Okay, so our main focus would be here. This is no upper wick either, so it's gonna, I imagine, create some sort of upper wick. Once it doesn't overlap with this and keeps a gap, would be ideal. And if this closes off this gap, then I'm definitely not looking to take anything. Not so much anymore. For no, we used to. I used to only trade unicorns for a long time, but then I kind of switched more to. I guess I trade like a variation of the T-Trade fractal model now, so that's kind of what I trade mostly. Not mostly, that's what I trade. I won't say mostly, that's all I trade. How about you? What do you what model do you trade? I wish silver wasn't so expensive and like it was like clean to trade, which would be nice. Sometimes it gives like a lot of nice setups, but you just have to end up trading gold, which is kind of annoying. I think it really depends, Eric, on your personality and which one resonates better with you. Like the best model you can get as a trader is the one that you see and you feel most comfortable with. Like, so for Nick, it might be the unicorn. For me, it might be T-Trade's fractal model. For you, it could be something else, you know? I think it really depends on like how patient you are, whether you like trading like reversals or you like trading continuations, because a lot of times the unicorn will form at a reversal point. So you're either like right very early or wrong very quick, you know? So you're either like catch like some big winners or else like you're wrong like very quick, you just get stopped out. Whereas I prefer to let like the reversal happen, say like the unicorn, and like say we get a 30-minute gap here, then just trade this continuation away. Of course you can try and trade a unicorn out of this too if you want, but mostly this is where you'd be looking for them to happen. So I think it's really it really depends on your personality type. Kind of ICT 22. Okay. I think a lot of people trade that. I also added IFVG. Yeah, everyone is trading IFVG. It seems like IFVG is like flavor of the year. It's like IFVGs are just like the 2026 thing. Everyone's trading IFVGs now. Strong M5 bullish move on indices. Oh, yes. This is kind of exactly what you want to see here now. Is this even previous daily low? It is, right? Yeah, it is. I'm not even marking it from all the way. Like, it's supposed to be with this candle here, but I'm not even going to mark it there. You guys get the idea. We have a tiny hourly gap here too, actually. It's actually, I think this is a 2-stage. I don't know if you can consider this a 2-stage. We also have like 90 minutes MT here, you know. So I think this is a good low if we can. I swear, guys, I'm not this bad usually at TradingView, but my mouse, the mouse I usually use, packed it in literally just as I turned on my OBS. I asked Claude why, and it said it's a pretty common reason. I don't know if it has to do with like the amount of, I don't know, the amount of just workload my computer can handle, but like surely moving a mouse isn't that much. So we close above this gap. Ideally we close as a C2 here, sweep this candle's low, would be nice, and we can maybe look for some longs then. Dirt, maybe your generational longs might be coming. Like session liquidity taken, I'll try and find. That's exactly, you know what, I used to trade that before I kind of went with Nick. I did the ICT 2022 mentorship and would look to trade like the sweep, create a fair value gap, and like enter in a fair value gap. That's what I used to do. And but I would only enter at time-based liquidity. So I think that's kind of like session liquidity. So I would only enter at London high or London low, Asia high, Asia low, or previous daily high or previous daily low. Oh shit, that's a good point. I need to log into my trade of it. Let me pull across my execution screen here. You might have had a glimpse of my YM chart from today, but let me see if I'm logged in here. I can't. I don't want to give you guys access to my stuff. Okay, 1 second. Alright. We're in. We're logged in. We're logged in. We're good. We're good. We're good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I used to do something like that too. Yeah, I used to do something like that. Okay, we don't want this. This is what we want, right? Okay, we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. Not a great looking 30-minute candle, to be honest. Alright, we've got 20 minutes left, and I'm just going to watch the hourly because that's the candle I want to close. That's a good question. I think I was just on like a. I didn't. It was pretty much the first model I really tried to learn, and I was trying to learn all by myself, essentially, just from ICT's videos. And I came across Nick then in T-Trade's Discord. He was doing like some back testing, and he talked about like this unicorn setup, not too dissimilar to, I guess, the ICT 2022. You just need to wait for the breaker with the fair value gap rather than just like entering on a fair value gap, you know. So you still need a lower time frame sweep. So I just registered with Nick, like the style he was trading, he's like, he had a wife and kid and stuff like that. So I was kind of like, hey, that's kind of like me too. So I was like, you know what, let me reach out to him. So I just started messaging back and forth. And then that's when I just started working with him. And he just said, why don't you just start trading the unicorn full time? So then he kind of started teaching me that, and I just kind of took off from that then. So that's kind of where where it stemmed from. And that was pretty much it. Oh man, this thing is melting. That 15-minute was the entry, boys. Shit. I actually didn't realize it was 6-hour SMT too. This would have been the entry. Now, to be fair, I wasn't looking for charts, to be honest, but that was the entry there. I assume nobody took it, even though, like, I did, when I closed, I said if you really wanted a pre-fire, that would be a good one, but I wonder if did anybody take it. Okay, indices have some work to do as well. I actually wouldn't mind ES clearing out all, if ES hit it as well, clearing out all this shit here. I wouldn't mind that, it'll spike down. Even NQ run some of these lows here, wouldn't be the worst thing. Basically what I added is the his concept is basically like you can't reverse without a swing point. So like having candle 1, candle 2, candle 3, just trading like continuations. So I used to always try and catch reversals, and I just found out that I didn't have to do that. You could just wait for the reversal to happen and then trade the continuation. So I just started doing that, and I kind of use that for like my higher time frame bias too. So that's kind of how I get my bias. Like if we sweep out, let me go back to indices here. So like this day comes in, sweeps out previous daily high, can't close above it, and gets like a bearish close the next day. So now I'm bearish for the next day. So I'm looking for an open high into some sort of gap here within 50% of this daily candle, and then look to trade it lower. I just kind of use that, and hence the name of the model is called the fractal model. So you can just use that on all time frames essentially. Sometimes I'll still take like a breaker setup. It'll just be within like a candle 3 or whatever. It was just I like mechanical. I like things being as mechanical as possible and not discretionary. So that's kind of where it registered with me. Did what happen at 9 p.m? Did I say something that happened? I just forget now. What happened at 9 p.m? Yeah, I assume they're all going, are they? Yeah. Nah. Oh well, if it hits this daily gap, we can maybe look for long anyway, so not too bad. No, it's only 8:44 p.m. here now. It's not 9 p.m. for another 15 minutes. So we got some time. We got some time. Okay, 15 minutes. We'll see where we close. All right, this hasn't gone just yet. Hasn't gone just yet. If I had to pick an absolute like A plus ideal case scenario, I think you guys, we spoke about this as well the other night. I think it was you I was asking. Like what would make when it comes to this gap now, what would make the entry A plus for me? This is pretty much the exact same as the trade the other night, only it's bearish instead of bullish. But the question is open to any of you guys. But I think it was that was answering it, that answered the other night, if my memory serves me correct. I should make a video on my full strategy. Maybe. Yeah, maybe I should. That's the kind of things I would put out on YouTube if I made a channel, yeah. Yes, so you're along the right lines, yeah. So as of right now, which one is weaker? So yeah, you're on the right lines, but so which one is stronger and which one's weaker right now? So John, the way I do it is, yeah, I'll usually use gold and silver, right? They're like the main two. But say I wanted to check for like SMT or say like I wanted to know SMT to form with this gap, right? But gold and silver both trade into this gap, then I'll just have a quick look to see maybe one of these didn't. Like maybe this didn't hit the gap, and this one did. Then that would be my SMT then. So I prefer it with silver, and I'll use that like most of the time. But if silver and gold are doing the same thing and I'm looking for SMT, that's when I'll go and I'll look at the FX pairs. Does that make sense? No, you're right. You're right, John. Yeah, so silver's weaker, and we can tell that because of this SMT. So silver failed to take out this high. Now it's a little bit like, let me go to 90 minute, right? So you have this swing point here that gold took out, silver didn't, right? So this is clearly weaker. Okay. What I would like to see then is you don't have to have it because they both still have a draw open. So what I would like to see now is silver trade into this gap, right? Trade lower. Gold not trade into this gap. Like this. Have some sort of SMT like this. So then we've gone from being the stronger one to now being the weaker one. And then trading lower. That would be like ideal. Yes, okay, cool. Now it looks like this is just going to hit it like straight away, but I would like silver to cool a little bit and come up, tap this gap and then go lower. But like I said, 9 o'clock is pretty volatile, so it could just open and rip lower. Faster CST too, yeah. This one here. Yeah. Yeah, you can even see like, so this is the open here. I guess this went much higher than this. Like this just opened, came a bit lower, barely went above the open, and then started to trade lower. So now on this actual candle, I guess this has fell further than this candle, but like just talking about overall here, since we've opened, this has been weaker. Horrendous. These aren't looking too hot. Not looking too hot. Yeah, I was going to say, every time I look at this, it has a wick and then it's coming back up or down. It's been just pretty choppy here in this 5 minute. I'd like to see some speed. Speed, gaps. That's what I need to see. Speed and gaps. What are we looking here? No, props. Props, yeah. Mainly props. Yeah. Yeah, no problem. Zero, no, I didn't answer it. So the triad I use is CL, which is crude, RB, which is gas, and HO, which is like heating, I guess, is it? Harbor oil. That's like the one you get for like your house. This is for gas and this is for crude. Yeah. So New York harbor oil, gas and crude. That's the triad I use. So think of NQ as, or think of CL as NQ, RB as ES, and HO as like your YM. I only ever trade CL though. It costs too much to trade the rest of them. They're just kind of like silver. They're just unless you have big buffer, or you're trading like Apex 250Ks where you have some more drawdown, you find it hard to trade RB, and even if you try and trade the micros, like it's just they look like ass, so no good. No problem, man. No problem. Yeah, and guys, any questions you have, just keep firing them. That's what I'm here for, and that makes it like a lot more enjoyable experience for everyone, just to try and like learn or have a conversation or a debate or whatever. There's nothing worse than me just sitting here either trying to talk or make conversation while we're waiting for stuff to form. So any questions, just please ask. Any advice? I'm thinking of buying one. Have you ever traded props before? For what? Or do you just trade your own capital? Like, have you any experience with trading props. And what are kind of, what things are important to you? Like, do you want like the cheapest? Do you want like, you can get some really cheap ones, like you can get cheap Apex ones, but you need to pass it within 30 days. But if you think you'll either pass it or fail it within 30 days, then maybe go with that. If you want something where there's no time constraints, it's probably a bit more expensive. Yeah, like Dort says, the Lucid 50k Flex, I absolutely love those. They're so good. You don't need to pass them in 30 days. You could take 6 months to pass it if you want. And then once you get funded, there's no consistency rule. There's basically no bullshit rules or anything. I actually just got a max payout from five Lucids yesterday. So I absolutely loved them. Yeah, exactly, Dort. Exactly, yeah. That's why they're great. They're great. You're totally beginner. Okay, so definitely, if you're a total beginner and you want to take your time with them, I would probably do. That's kind of hard. You're a beginner of props or you're a beginner of trader? Like, honestly, I would probably, if you're looking to do that, you could go the cheap route with Apex and get like a really cheap one, but the cheap ones then have end of day trailing drawdown. Not sure if you know what that means, but basically, your drawdown follows like the highest point your trade was in for that day. So, like, I don't know, say you risked 500 and your trade went up 1 hour and then came back down, like, at to break even and you closed it, you'll still lose that 500 out of your drawdown, which sucks. So, but yeah, if you were just wanting to mess around with one, I would buy one Lucid Flex account. I think they're like $80 maybe or something, and I would just take my time with that. I would just risk low, maybe like 100 or 200 bucks per trade, and just like do that for a while, because there's no time constraints, there's no nothing. So looks like this is gonna go without us, boys. That's annoying. We didn't have really any gaps here, so I wasn't really looking like that hard at it. Like, we just have no gaps here, which is annoying. Now maybe it's just me being in hindsight. If I had taken this trade and I got stopped out, I would have been saying, "Oh, you idiot! Why didn't you wait for this C3 to close?" So, yeah, look at this volatility here at the 9 o'clock open. This is what I was telling you guys about. Look. Okay, so you're not a. Let me get this right first. So you're not a beginner trader, but you're a beginner to prop. Is that right, Fawad? Because that changes things a little bit if that's the case. Actually, no, it doesn't. I would definitely just still go with Lucid Flex. Actually, they're just like the best. No time constraints. No problem. No problem. Like I said, guys, ask as many questions you want. That's what I'm here for. Do we get a... We did get a C2 closure here too. This lower time frame is just awful though. Like, what I would have wanted here was like a gap, trade into the gap, close above CSD, and then long. Like, this is horrible. Absolutely fucking horrible. Yeah, I have no interest in indices here, to be honest. Keep an eye on gold though. Oh. Okay, none of these have hit the gap yet. Come on, if you're going to come this high, you might as well hit it. What am I doing? Come on, man. SMT confirms the PSP on the H4. What are we... On what? On indices? Jante? Is this what you're talking about? And if you mean this, yeah, that could confirm your low of day or whatever, but I still just can't take a trade just in this candle. I would need, like, I'd want at least a 30-minute gap away now to look for some sort of continuation. This just looks awful. This shit here just looks fucking... This is consolidation. So I'm assuming you mean in Q. Oh yeah, I think anyone who's a trader should be utilizing props. Your upside is like huge. Yeah. Oh, gold and silver. Oh, sorry. Yes. My bad. You were saying this one here. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even see that PSP actually. Yeah. I see you. Yeah, there's also 6 hour, like, this is sequential SMT here too, so. Okay, silver might tap the gap here. Okay, go on. Oh, you mean, hold on, no, in the current candle? You mean if this closes an up close candle, this closes down? I thought you were talking about this one here, because this is a PSP. This PSP confirms like this SMT, but yeah, I know what you're saying in this current candle as well. Okay, now I want us to see us trade lower. Ah, shit. No, never mind. This is no good, because what I would need is a CSD here. But then your RR is like atrocious. You're getting a 0.7 R. Yeah, no thanks. No thanks. Unless you plan and hold it past the daily gap, of course. Where would 2R be? We'll see where the body is closed, because the body is closed here somewhere. You could also put your stop there to try and tighten up your... But if this hits here, I'll have to wait for the 30-minute candle to close to see if we get some sort of PSP or something. No, okay, that 3-minute idea is gone. Do you have a suggestion for your future YouTube channel? Also, make a video on strategy for prop funds. I could. There's tons of those out there already, though. Like how to risk for props and stuff. Like Nick has a good few on his channel. And it also depends if you're profitable or not, and like how profitable. If you're a profitable trader, like, and you're making decent money, and you're trading an eval, you should just risk like fairly heavy. Assume you can just buy another one. Like risk if you 2,000 to draw down, like you want to be risking like 1,000 and trying to get 3R in one trade, because having an eval is costing you money. Because obviously, if you're a profitable trader, you want to be taking trades with accounts that can actually make you money. And if you're not, then you should be risking less. Like if you have 2K of drawdown, use 10% of that drawdown, and just take it slow and steady for evals, And then if you're funded, you should be using anywhere between 10 to 15% of drawdown for your fundeds, depending on your win rate and your average RR and all that kind of stuff. But there's tons of them out there, tons of those, and they all just talk the same shit, to be honest. But I think Nick has a good one about how much to risk and stuff like that. Maybe we get a sweep with a slow again. And we get like a 2-stage SMT down here. To go higher, something like that. Oh, this is annoying. This is annoying. This is annoying. Now, after seeing this shit, I wish it just hit this a while ago, just so we could like look for longs. But we can't look for longs unless we're down here, and this is just not setting up nicely for shorts. Unless we get like a very violent rejection from here, but not looking like it. Oh yeah, no problem, man. No problemo. I like the questions you're asking. They're good. How have you guys been doing in this like this week, or how have you guys been with this kind of PA? Like we said, last week or 2 weeks, or how have we been finding it? It can be one of those times where bias is easy, but trying to get on side is hard, I feel. That can be very frustrating. Yes, this will be uploaded, yeah. It sure will. And all my other streams were, like the one from... Actually, the one we did on Tuesday was actually a really good stream. You should just like go and fast forward to the gold trade we took. I basically talked through my analysis and exactly what we want to see right down to the entry, and we take the entry and right up to take profit. It was actually a good stream. Holy dirt. 5R, that's nice. Good man. Good man. And you still have some missed opportunities. You're obviously trading pretty well or seeing the market pretty well if you're up 5R and you still had some missed opportunities. But don't look at that as a bad thing, man. If you can make 5R every week, you'll be a rich man. I'll tell you that. Yeah, very decoupled, Jonty. Yeah, very decoupled. Very decoupled. Yeah. Oh, excuse me, boys. I agree. Very, very decoupled. I took a short on YM from a 3-minute gap, pretty much right after the open. I just needed a trading day. Like I just needed $250 of. So for Apex, I had enough profit in the account to get a payout, but you need 5 days of 250, whereas I only had 4 days of 250. So I just needed to make $250. So I took a short on YM. That was pretty much it. I can show it you guys here. This was it here. Just this 3-minute gap here. We come up, swept these highs right at 9:30. Came down. This isn't even previous daily low. Previous daily low was my draw, but this is actually slightly above it, is it? Yeah, this is slightly above it because I'll mark out previous daily low as well. As you can see, I just set my TP here. It's actually only 1.8R because I covered the high because I just set it wherever I needed, $250. So $250 was there for me. So that's just where I closed the trade. Because obviously there's no point in me holding past that now. I wish I did, obviously. But it wasn't worth letting it come back on me. Just like here I can guarantee myself a payout, so why would I let it run back against me, you know? So I just closed it right at that low. Yeah, I would have went for 5 or 5.5R. Where is like where is this reversing from? Just like in the middle of nowhere. Oh, you know what might be nice, fellas, is this. Take out this high, give us this like little roof shape, 2-stage SMT on a 90-minute, send it lower. Okay, we're not dead yet. We just need silver to take this high. Let's see what happens. Today's be a hard move stop. Move my stop to BE on NQ short too soon today and I starting at 2R. Oh, what time did you short NQ at? Because I remember, like, I consider my trade today pretty lucky because I remember when they were just completely decoupled, these today. Like when I entered, yeah, like here or whatever, this was going lower and NQ was going higher at the same time, and then ES was just kind of chopping in the middle. So what time did you short at, Dirt? Okay, there goes silver. That's nice. Okay, now I don't want gold come and take this high, obviously. Ah, fuck's sake. We don't have anything in the 5 minute, which I would like, but that would be your CSD here on the 3 minute. Again, it would be not like the cleanest, but it would be something like this if you wanted to short this. Put your stop loss at the SMT high. Around 11:30 or so in Q. Yeah, okay. I remember. Yeah, I did see it go lower later in the day, and that's obviously what made YM sell off too. I got you. So it was like 11:30. Yeah, like around here. Yeah, do you get caught so on this like this 12 o'clock push back up? That's kind of annoying because they're just like sold off then again after that. Yeah, pretty much just fucking chopped here, isn't it? Wasn't that clean? YM. What's the YM? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe ES is going to come for previous daily low. And we just take out this low here on NQ maybe or something. If this is going to do it, I like to do it in like 1 or 2 candles. I don't really want to see it like fuck around up here. Gotcha. At least you got to get B. Would you have gotten stopped in full if you had let it run? Or no? What asset on the left with bracket order marked out? This one? GC. Oh, you guys can't see because my camera is it. Sorry. GC. Michael, sorry. I forget you guys can't see because of the frozen camera. Yeah. Gold. Yeah. My bad. Alright, this is still just ripping here, which is not what I want to see. Yeah, not what I want to see. Not ideal. maybe previous daily low gets ran on ES. We'll see. I don't know, again, just nothing too clean. Yeah, how much did it run in your favor before you went BE, or like what was your reasoning for moving break even? Like, did you get a new protected stop? Was it just like, did it go to like 1 hour? Like, what was your reasoning? Was it just because you felt like it shouldn't come back there? What was the reasoning? Okay, so you are getting a bit of rejection here. Again, this would still be your CSD, but that would now like need to be your stop, which is, you still probably get 2 hour, do you? 2.24. We'd need to CSD before this next 30-minute candle, though, I think. If you wanted to take that. So, like, pretty much this next 3-minute will run us close below here. I still don't know if I love it, but it could be worth a shot. Next, we have no 5-minute CSDs, like, which is, the CSD would be down here. I hate losing. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, man, you're in the wrong game if you hate losing money. It's just part of the process, unfortunately. I heard a good analogy the other day. So think of like if you're trading and you're a store owner, right? Like if you're a profitable trader, losses should be a good thing. So say you own some sort of store, right? And you know if you buy inventory or buy stock, it'll sell. But buying that stock is obviously costing you money, and that's the same when it comes to trading as losing trades. But like, you know, if you buy whatever stock it is, it's going to sell and going to make you profit. Like, you still need to buy the stock, you know. So there's times you just got to take the trades and you just got to let it run. And if you get stopped out or whatever, like that's fine. You can't look at losing trades and losing money and shit is bad, because like at the end of the day, I assume you're trading prop. Like it's just all fake money anyway, you know. So you got to try and get over that hurdle. If we close below here, I might give this a shot on a. Got a couple of Blue Guardian future evals from Nick. I might try it on this here. If we get a close below the CSD. So Dirt, do you know that that's a thing, like you must, like the hate losing money thing, do you know that that's a thing you must try and get over to be, if you want like big success in this game? I'm not saying it's easy or anything, like we all struggle with it, but is it the actual losing the money? Is it the actual money part of it? Is it like the ego part of it? Is it like you just hate to lose? It's not just like the money, you just hate to take losses? Okay, are we counting that as a close below or no? I guess that's a close below, right, on GC? I haven't like done anything yet, but because I didn't know on MGC it didn't. I was watching like MGC here to execute and it didn't close below. but it did GC. It should actually be this candle, really, shouldn't it? Yes, it's definitely closed below. It closed below, but opened above. So I'm not in this yet. I can do 30-minute candle here in like 45 seconds. Really makes no difference on anything on indices. This just looks like shit, to be honest. Chop, 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 chop. It's not having a huge effect on gold either. I would like us to see hold this 30-minute gap, but I saw that. So it was, and so did NQ. Like if it's going to sweep these lows, I just want to sweep all of them, and I want NQ then to sweep this low. But if it's going to come down like and sweep these, it might as well just fucking sweep all this, you know. All right, new 30-minute open. If we CSD here like quickly, I'll probably still try this because this high should really be still protected, but we'll see. Yeah, this just looks like consolidation again. It's not looking too hot right now, Todd, unfortunately. I don't really want it. This is not what you want to see. When you see SMT, I want to see it like move pretty quickly. Do I partial? No. I actually, that's one thing I never do. I never partial. if I want to cut my risk, I'll trail my stops, but I actually never partial. It may be a mistake of mine, but I don't usually don't let my trades run that much. Like a lot of them are 2 hour, maybe 3 hour, and like the odd occasion if I get a really tight entry and a tight stop, like I can let it run for 4 hour maybe, but once it gets to like 2 hour, I manage pretty aggressively. Yeah, it's pretty shitty close there now. Like this is not what you want. I don't want to see consolidation here. Of course, this is starting to move here. Like, why do I not take this low? So previous daily low, reswept this hourly low on YM. I don't. Forward, no, I don't. I recommend just base hits for props. Base hits, like 2 hours, 3 hours. That's kind of what I would recommend. You know what? I should probably people probably get the picture, but sorry, pardon the pun, but I should really just copy this to here. In case people think I'm like insanely stoic and I just sit there like that the whole time. That's not, I'm not that serious, don't worry. Yeah, this just looks meh. This looks meh. I kind of thought this might be the case. I actually think Asia and London might all be a little shocked because of NFP tomorrow. So we'll see. Unfortunately, no 20-hour trades tonight, Dirt. It's not looking too hot. Not looking too hot. Is anybody actually in a trade or not? Is anybody in anything? This is just I mean, do you need any more proof that you shouldn't do it? If you have a 60% win rate, like if you know that, you don't need anything else to, like, nothing anyone else will tell you should make it any easier for you, you know? You got to just take the trade and walk away. Just let it. Set alerts. Check it every 15 minutes. Set alerts at like 1 hour or whatever, or wherever you think you might be able to move a stop, or check it every 15 minutes to see if it's created a new protected swing or something like that. Because that's criminal, man. If it's like, we speak about this all the time, Dort, right? We speak about this all the time. So we have entry, right? Draw. Come on, this freaking thing is so annoying. Stop loss. So what we want, okay, imagine now we're in the trade, right? We're just after getting tagged into the trade. Okay, we're just tagged into the trade. This is what we expect. Like, we literally expect price to do that. I've said this countless times. As soon as we're in a trade, like, we're not designed to handle like stress, or it's basically the fight or flight kicks in. The what's the proper like terminology for it? Basically, the decision-making part of your brain completely shuts off once you're in a trade. Bias goes out the window, like everything's just gone. You're solely focused on this and the money. So this is what we expect, right? This is more like reality. So like you could come back down, we end up moving our stops here. You know, like it could just be like this sometimes. Could just be fucking apps, and then just this is it, right? And this is what happens. This is what happens, right? And if we just left it, most of the time it'll go from here to here, right? But the big problem is like it's the part between here and here. So this is it. Between here and here, price can go from here to here however it wants, but once we get in the trade, this is usually where we fuck it up. In between here somewhere. You know? Whereas if we just left it and walked away, like price can do whatever it wants. It can fucking come, it can't go backwards, I suppose, in time, unless like that, right? It could do something like that. It could take hours, but as soon as we're in the trade, we just expect it to do this. For some reason. So like that's how it goes. And like it's our human nature. We overmanage, we move our stops too early, we TP too early, we just can't stick to our plan once we're in it. It's the logical part of our brain shuts off when we're in a trade. The fight or flight kicks in. So what you gotta do is you gotta just enter the trade, hand off the mouse. You gotta put as many barriers between you and fucking up that trade as possible. So you gotta hand off the mouse, log out of your account if you need to, like out of your trading view. Just get yourself away from the laptop and set an alarm on your phone. Go do something that'll occupy your mind, and set an alarm on your phone for every 15 minutes, and that's the only time you're allowed to check. And just keep reminding yourself, you looking at the trade isn't going to make it go in your favor. Yeah, that's the classic. It looks good again. You're like, oh, here we go. Like, or there's nothing worse than like you enter, it comes so close to your stop loss, back up to your entry. Like, how many times have you done this? You've entered, prices come against you. You're like, oh shit, what am I doing this for? It comes, let's just draw it out here. There's nothing else going on. And if anyone sees anything, let me know. But I know there's nothing else going on, right? So we're in a trade, right? Price comes down, hits our limit, tags in. Okay, we're in. We get this. We're like, okay, kind of chops around. Then we get this. We're like, oh shit. Then we get this. We're like, I knew I shouldn't have taken this trade, man. I knew I should have waited for a while or whatever. Like, oh, I'm such an idiot. And like, oh, if only we got back to break even, I would, I would close this trade. I would be so happy. I would close this trade. Then we start doing this. You're like, oh yes. Then we're here, and you're like, well, there's no point in closing break even now, right? Because there's no point in me going through all this drawdown to now close a break even, right? And you're like, no, we're good. And then we do this. And then we end up getting stopped in full, and you feel like the biggest idiot ever, you know? There's just all the emotions we go through in a trade. This is one of the worst. One of the best, of course, is when it does like this for whole lead. You get rewarded for whole lead, but like that's... I can't be the only person who has done that or does it still sometimes. Right? Yeah, we've all been there. I mean, I still do it at times. Like, still do it at times. Like, there are just things we just need to get over. And that just all comes with being okay with taking losses. Just being like, right, okay, like your invalidation is there for a reason. Sorry, I keep going back to these drawings, but I think these are important, right? So I'm going to draw 2 examples here, right? You know what these lines are. I'm not gonna draw them out again, right? So this is the trade we're taking, right? Okay. So we're taking this trade. We are risking, let's say we're risking $100 on this trade, right? So we're risking 100 to make 260. Okay, let's just go for 3R, right? Okay. So we're gonna risk 100. If our trade loses, our stop loss is at a good point. It's at a protected low, SMT, all that, okay? So we're happy. We're in the trade, right? Now we're filled in the trade, okay? So now price starts coming against us, right? How many of you guys have closed the trade right here at this level? You haven't been stopped, but you're pretty much at your level. Put 1 in the chat if you've done that before. Okay? While you're doing that, I'm just going to write this, okay? I'm going to type a few things out here. Okay, this is what we have, right? So risking 100 to make 300, okay? How many of you guys have closed a trade down here? Say you're down, whatever, $90 here. And you've just been like, oh, it's going to stop me out anyway. And you just close it manually. How many of you guys have done that? Yeah, many such cases, and you can't be the only one. There's 23 people in here. I don't think there's anybody in here who hasn't done that. And if you are, I think you're lying, but I need to hear people tell me that they did. Too many times. I know where this is going. Yeah, Dirt, you're one of the OGs here, so you guys have probably heard me say this to you guys before, right? And I'm glad you know where this is going. You should know where this is going. And okay. So now here, okay. What's the best way to do this? Yeah, it's not even that. You just want to rip the band-aid off because you can't handle being in drawdown, Jonte. You're just like, you know, it's going to hit stop loss. I might as well save myself, right? So what this actually becomes, right, is you're now down 90, right? So what you're actually doing is this is what your trade now looks like. You're actually, first of all, I'll give you guys a second to see if you understand what I mean. Does this make sense to you guys or no? Do you know why I've marked this out? It may not make sense. When I first heard this, I was like, what are they talking about? I'll give you guys a second because I realize I'm also on a delay, so. Do people know what I'm getting at here or no? Maybe I should go into it a bit more. So right now, your trade looks like this. As soon as you close it here, this is what's happening. So right now you're getting this now is what your trade looks like. Yeah. So you are cutting this trade to save yourself 10, which is your reward. You're going to save yourself 10. But now what happens, right? We create more SMT here. This ends up being the bottom of the trade. Right? You've saved yourself $10 by not taking the full stop out, but you've just cost yourself $290. You could have made 300, but you cut it early or whatever. Like, you basically cost yourself 290 bucks. So you're basically risking all of this for this to make this up. Similar goes, say you're actually in this trade here, right? I'll just do one more example. Say you're in this trade, right? Fucking come on, man. Okay. And it actually goes really fast in your favor, right? And you're here. And you haven't trailed, you haven't done anything, you haven't closed, you haven't trailed, you haven't done anything. And you let price do this on you. Like, even back to break even or back to here, right? Your trade now looks like this. This is what, I don't know if any of you guys know Trader Dante. This is what he knows as evolving R. So are you really willing to give up even for break even? Are you really willing to give up all of these profits back, break even, just to catch this small little move here? Like, if you are, it's pretty idiotic. I think you can all see that, like, by now. You know, so here is the same thing. Your reward is an extra 10, but you're going to lose out on 290 if you let it come back to break even. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you said it there. Does this make sense to you guys? And do you guys get what I'm getting at here? This is why you got to respect your stop losses. it's there for a reason. Like, if you're going to close the trade, like if you say, oh yeah, this is my stop loss here, but the trade comes down here and you're going to be like, okay, I'll just close it manually, then just put your stop loss there. Because one, you'll either get way better risk to reward to the high, or you'll end up like, or you can just risk less for the same profit, you know? Like, there's no point in saying, oh, I'm going to leave it here and then fucking moving it. Because, like, one, you're just screwing your edge, and two, you're not letting the probabilities play out. Like, the reason it's at a protected low. And then if you form another protected low up here, like, then just move break even or move it to like this low or this low as you go along. And if you get stopped out there, that's fine, but it's at a protected low. Like, there's no point in having your stop at a protected low here, at a good invalidation, and then you fucking it up and not letting the trade play out. You know? Perfect example, my trade today, entered on the close, the 10-3-minute time frame, stop of the wick high. All right, let's go look at that. I'm going to leave that there just for now for a sec. NQ, 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 NQ. What time did you say, Dirt? 11:30 candle. Enter on the close of the 11:30 candle. Okay, let's go through this trade. Okay, yeah, I got you. The CSD, yeah, this is lovely. This is lovely. You had your stop here. Yeah, that's lovely. That's nice. The only thing I'm not a huge fan of is the... Oh no, the 11:30 candle just opened. Yeah, this is actually nice. This is nice. Okay, let's go through it. Before I look at the rest of your thing, let's go through it. Yeah, you don't. There's no gap here, so you have no protected swing just yet. Yeah. Yeah, this sucks, but you have no reason to go break even yet. We haven't retested this yet. This is it. Now, if we can form another CSD away from this, that's when I would move my stop. It's almost like I knew what I'm talking about there a second ago, right? So Dirt, your trade now looks like this. If you did that. No, obviously you got stopped to break even here, right? But like, if people close it there, like this is what your trade ends up looking like. Even for you still, like your trade looks like, I guess, this now. You're still saving yourself 1 hour in order to thing, but like you just gotta not look at it and let it go away. Like you'll be surprised the amount of times that this will happen because this is a protected high. So you'll be surprised the amount of times this will come up here and come close and move away. Yeah, so once you get this, like I get you can only move your stop to here, which is actually annoying. So I still can't move my stop here. There's your 2 hour. But say you wanted to, I don't know, say you wanted to bring it down here. We'll let it run for another little bit. I would probably move my stop to this high now because we're in C4. We have this CSD here. I would probably just move it to here now, right? Because we have a new CSD here. Yeah, and I would just got trail there. That's fine. I don't have any 5-minute gaps running here. No, we didn't even get that clean with no gaps like on the way down or whatever. So I would have just got trail there if I was trying to hold it down here. That's fine. But the whole idea is, and thank you for sharing that, Dirt. I appreciate you doing that. But yeah, you just can't get scared on these runs back up. First of all, you shouldn't even watch it because that's how you get scared. Just don't even look at it. Like, imagine like what I said to you is if I told you not to check it like until every 15 minutes now. Yeah, if you checked it here, you'd probably be like, oh shit. But say you didn't check it till after this candle. you'd be like, oh my God, thank God I wasn't watching that, man. That really saved me, you know? That's just the way you got to be. You can actually even see here, look at the red dots. They mark out the protected highs. Like even down here, this is more discretionary. This actually isn't a protected high, but I don't want to give back all of this like I spoke about after we ran 2 hour. So this is a more discretionary, like moving my stop. And I obviously get punished for it then. So I appreciate you sharing that. I think that's a great example there actually. Yeah, all right. Well, I have zero interest in this shit anymore, guys. I want... Let me just check to make sure we didn't tap it on anything. No, we didn't take it on any pair. So if it's like this tomorrow, I don't think I can long away from this gap, to be honest. I need this gap hit, and same on NQ. I don't actually need the gap hit on NQ. I need this SMT to hold and for us to trade higher, because we've taken out previous daily low here. So that's kind of what I see. It's, yeah, I'm just gonna call it here though. I'm not looking for any more trades. I'm just gonna leave it to tomorrow till after NFP, or what is it, NFP or CPI? I can't remember, after whichever one it is. But yeah, so unfortunately no trades, no clean looks. I thought we might have got that one on gold there a while ago, but we didn't. But still, thank you all you guys for joining. I actually still really enjoyed it, even though like we didn't get a trade or whatever. It's not all about trying to catch bangers all the time. And I enjoyed that discussion there at the end. I enjoy those kind of things. So, so thank you all, and for the questions, etc. I'm not 100% sure when I'll be live again. It'll either be Sunday or Monday, but it'll definitely be 3 days again next week. I might do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday again. Or else it'll be Sunday, Monday, Wednesday. I'm not sure, but 100% Monday, maybe here on Sunday. Not 100% sure, but we will we'll see. No, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. So just keep an eye out. Maybe, I don't know, actually, if you subscribe to the channel and turn on the little notification thing, it'll let you know when I'm going live. C3 on gold, by the way. What time frame? Yeah, on the hourly dirt. Yeah, it's a swing point, but it's just from nowhere for me. Like, it's just in the middle of fucking... Or even on the 4 hour, sorry, yeah. You just open up C3. Yeah, but it's just in the middle of nowhere. No gap, no SMT. It's just like, it's just a random C2, you know. I just don't trade them. Maybe it goes higher, but it's just not for me. It's also on the 4 hour too. Look, we're just open up this here as well. Yeah, thank you as well, Jonty. Yeah, have a good weekend as well. Yeah, be careful trading tomorrow with NFP. Don't be entering pre 8:30. Yeah, and that's it. I'll hopefully see you all next week. I wonder if there's a way I could post my schedule like on this channel. But not sure. But anyway, probably not Sunday night, but 100% I'll be here on Monday night. Yeah, I think that's the best thing to do. There's nothing to trade here. I think it's just going to consolidate till the morning. So, okay, I'm going to call it there, guys. I appreciate you all again. Thanks so much. And I will hopefully see you all next week. All right, peace, guys. Thanks.